Hi. As an entertainer who died some time ago, Max Bygraves used to say, I want to tell you a story. Welcome to Play It Loud. I recently had a holiday and I was away for a while. When I came back, I needed to get to Gatefield Sounds and pick up those albums, that music that I'd ordered. It's December, it's coming up for Christmas. Every label has got their box sets there. This is the new remastered, reissued, better cover, etc., etc. And a lot of them are very good, some of them less so. I'd refer you to the Procol Harum album, which I recently reviewed and was very disappointed in. However, to come back to the day after I came back from holiday and what I picked up and what I found a few things that I wasn't expecting. I'm going to start, it's falling out. I'm going to start with this. This is the Bob Dylan Through the Open Window. And I'm showing you now roughly through my Bob Dylan collection. I am enamored of Bob Dylan. I was fortunate, saw him first in 65, then again in 66 at the famous concerts which had the band backing him in the second half. I heard him first freewheeling in 63. I was lent the album. I've got everything he's ever recorded and more than 100 bootlegs. I love Dylan. For me, he's above the Beatles. He is that extraordinary human being, and I'm interested in everything that he's ever put out. This is the first time that I haven't ordered the full Bob Dylan, I think 8 CD box set, or for that matter the vinyl 4 LP set. As you've seen, I've picked up the relatively cheap CD, double CD of the early years, and there's a reason for this, and having listened to it, I think I made the right decision. This album is historically excellent. It's necessary. I'm glad they reviewed it. I'm glad they put it out. It's something that we needed in Bob Dylan's catalogue, but inevitably, given the age of the recordings, some of the recordings are frankly very poor, particularly at the beginning. They vary in quality throughout both CDs significantly. Studio takes obviously being very good. Some records maybe in a party or a bedroom or something. And okay, so the guy had his chops when he was very young, but do we really need to hear them? And are you going to listen to them very often? My honest opinion on this is no. I've played it. I won't say I really enjoyed it. There was some really good stuff on here, and there was some stuff I thought, yeah, I like that. I'll make a note of that particular track. But overall, no, I'm sorry. Let the Good Times Roll. It starts with truly awful. We come back to the bottom of side one. It's clear where he got the what am I thinking of? The melody for When the Ship Comes In, for instance. And there's others on here. He's never denied that he stole from English folk songs for his lyrics that he put to things back in the early days. And he made some great records. I love Freewheeling. I've said that's how I got into it. But no, for me, that's not it. If you're going to get into early Dylan, go with that or with that. This is the Whitmark demos, and this is effectively studio recordings. He goes in, records mostly on piano, but sometimes on guitar, in order to get the copyright signed off. And a lot of the tracks that are on there are also on here. They're better recorded on here, and it's early Dylan stuff. It's the acoustic Dylan, and it's a much, much better recording. This one you might go back to. And on through the open window, reviewers have picked up the Carnegie Hall concert and said, yeah, well, wonderful, isn't this great? Well, yeah, it is, the tracks that are on there anyway, but so is this, and this is not far out of the same time. What, a year later? I don't know, it might only have been 6 months later. I would say I was fortunate enough to see Dylan in '65 acoustic at the Albert Hall, and he was astonishing. Very few people have got a personality that can hold an audience of that size, particularly at that age. The man's gravitas, fantastic. So I won't say don't waste your money, but be careful with this. It's very good, it's very interesting, it's a historical document, but there's better ways of listening to early Dylan. Okay, enough on Dylan. Let's get into Black and Blue. There's been a fair number of YouTube videos on this, and I'm not going to go into any depth. I'm going to say that on the videos that I've seen, I pretty much agree with everything that I've heard. The Stephen Wilson remix is very, very good. It beats the pants off of my original album. It really does. It sounds great. Yeah, I've gone on record and said the Stones didn't really make it. Did they make a good album after about 73, 74? When Mick Taylor left for me, the Stones were a different group. But this is a very good album and deserves your attention. Okay, and again, I'm glad I didn't buy the box set, because the bonus album on here, it ain't that good. Side 1 is interesting. There's a couple of good studio tracks on there. Side 2 with Jeff Beck that I was really looking forward to hearing. No, really doesn't hack it. It's okay, but it reminds me of the third album on George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, the jams with Clapton and others. I'm sure they enjoyed themselves, but I'm not sure you'll enjoy it so much listening to it. Okay, moving on. And of the albums that I picked up, this was one of the two best. And again, I'm not going to go on at any length, because you either know the Pogues and you like them, or you don't know them, or you don't like them. I think they're a Marmite band. In my opinion, this is the best Pogues album and is the best of the Pogues. Shane MacGowan, greatly underrated poet. And I say poet because poet, lyricist, where'd you draw the line? He wrote some extraordinary lyrics, and fortunately, most of them are there. Well, most of them on this double album, because this also has a bonus track. But The Sick Men of Calcutta, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. The Old Main Drag, A Pair of Brown Eyes, a wonderful love song. Dirty Old Town, he didn't write Dirty Old Town, and I'm going to boast a little bit here. I saw Ewan MacColl sing it in a pub in Harrow back in the early 60s, but it's a lovely track. On side 2 in particular, and the band played Waltzing Matilda and The Body of an American. These are truly excellent songs, and the recording, in my opinion, is up there with audiophile quality. It leaps out of the speakers. It sounds fabulous, and unlike the Stones, the bonus CD is superb. I'd have brought it on its own if I'd have heard it first. It's really, really good. It's got some live stuff from the BBC. It's got some outtakes, but it flows. It's got some really, really nice recordings on it. So for me, the Pogues, major highlight. And again, a little bit offbeat. So the last album that I'm going to highlight, and again, this is a Marmite performer. I've spoken about Warren Zevon before. I love Warren Zevon. I think everything he's done that I've heard, and I'll admit there's some that I haven't heard yet, it's a great recording. You can see this is a Rhino Reserve, and they do extremely good recordings, pressings, audiophile stuff. Strike Up the Band, Excitable Boy, Werewolves of London, Lawyers, Guns and Money. These are all tracks. It could be a greatest hits. It's not a greatest hits. It's Warren Zevon doing his stuff, and if you don't know him, listen to him. And if you do know him, I'm sorry, you need this album. It's the best quality that I've heard of this album, and I've heard a couple. So yeah, for Christmas, try Excitable Boy, try Warren Zevon. It's a wonderful album. And if not, the Pogues. So, wrapping up, a sort of Dear Diary, if you like. It was fun coming back. There's more on the horizon. Christmas is very expensive, probably is for you as well. But I hope you've got something from this. Please subscribe. Please tick the box. It's a pleasure doing these videos, and I'd love your comments. Thank you. Play it loud.